Hi Sagittarius, how are you doing, guys? I am a Sagittarius too, so this reading is kind of for myself. 3-card tarot now for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of May 2019. I'll be doing some more readings as we go along. Psychic tarot interpretation is essentially what I do, and I'm hoping to get back to doing live mediumship as well as we go along, but more about that later. Let's have 3 cards, and I'm doing this whole reading from the Tarot in Wonderland deck, which just came in yesterday, and I've been using it as a significator deck for the other readings, but here we go. Sagittarius, I think I'm going to use it for this one. In fact, I know I'm going to use it for this one because I'm doing it already. Okay, so Alice in Wonderland theme we've got here. The Queen of Pentacles. There she is. Now, this actually came up for me in a little reading I did for myself last night, and I'm not entirely sure what it meant to me. Very enigmatic. These are incredible drawings on these cards. It's a kind of mixture of Victorianness and modernity, and very pagan image there, isn't there? Okay, so this sheep lady has the panda. You know, some people are a cat lady. What would it really be like if we had sheep ladies? Just a minute, folks. You can talk too fast, and that's worth thinking about, Sagittarius, actually, because in the astrology of the moment, we have got a very unusual alignment going on with Uranus at the moment, and Pluto is also retrograde. So a very unpredictable time of things. Stop and have a drink of water if things are going too fast. Okay, right. So here we've got Sheep Lady, and she has got a massive great pentacle in her hand there, and she really looks on top of her game. She looks a bit like the Empress to me, you know, someone who's kind of been there, done that. Maybe even the Queen of Swords to an extent. That degree of experience, that degree of mastery or mistressry, whatever we're going to call it. She's there, and she's happy as she is. It's what I like about this lady. So Sagittarius, look for the blessings in your present situation. This could be a good hermity time. We'll see what the other cards say, but maybe this is a time to go into yourself, because it's kind of cold outside in UK at the moment, at least anyway. So no bad time for staying indoors. But just before I put it down, there's a rabbit on wheels. Or is it a hare? There's a lot of hare images in this card, but I'm sure I've spotted a couple of rabbits as well. That's a hare because it's got long ears, okay? But I'm adding in fertility to the general kind of spiritual and psychic nature of the hare symbols that come up. So amazing. The Queen of Pentacles has actually got Alice on the shelf there, and a nice old trumpet thing as well. So I'm not really up with this deck yet. I'm not sure what the trumpet means, but definitely get out there and speak your truth. Okay, there isn't actually any lapis lazuli blue in this card, but there isn't in most of these. It's one of those decks. Very down to earth, very real. So keep it real, Saggy. Keep it down to earth. Middle card, a 3 of Wands. And I must look at this carefully myself. And here we go. We've got the hare again. Oop. He's looking at his watch, because he's pretty much the Mad March hare, and he really needs to get things done. And this is like March, like kind of in the springtime of life, we might say. We can see that the ships are coming in, but are they going to be as loaded up as Mr. Hare would like? Are they going to be as loaded up as you would like, Saggy? That is the question. He's wearing a check jacket, so this is a very checkered sort of attitude going on here. As partly trying to visualise and believe that everything's going to be good and just breathe and be okay about it, which is very much the best thing you can do in these situations. And the other side of it is just kind of looking at his watch. Oh dear, you know, when's this going to happen? When we're going to get moving? The Buddha laughs because we've got eternity to sort our problems out, Saggy. Okay, so that is the middle of the 3 cards. Okay, quite a... there's more than one theme picking up as we go through this. Most interesting deck. The 2 of Wands is the last of the 3 cards in this tarot spread. So there is Alice. Up on the hedge, it looks to me. On the edge of the checkered lawn and coming out into natural green again. So this is things getting natural. Things, in other words, coming in a way that we're used to and a way we can handle. Sagittarians, including myself. Now, when I look at these wands here, which have a lot to do do with making the most of life as it is, I suppose, is a good way of looking at it in this case. These are reminding me of trees that we have in Wales here, near the coast, where the wind is so strong that there's always been a strong wind blowing ever since that tree was born. And you get trees where they kind of, the trunk comes up and everything's coming off the side. And this looks like two of these. So the winds of change are blowing, Saggy. Okay, the winds of change are blowing. There are decisions to make, and you're being actually pulled in two directions, I feel. But if you really look into it, Sag, it's going to be the two directions sort of adding up, sort of taking you somewhere you didn't expect to go, where both lots of truth makes sense. Blue sky thinking, okay, loads of it there. And look, the clouds are almost straight here. So this is a nice straightforward one in this context, in this setting anyway. Right then, I'll just break off a second. We will get another deck out in a second and get some more clarity on that. First of all, though, please subscribe if you haven't yet, guys. I'm on a drive to get 1,000 subscribers, which is going to allow me to go live from my mobile phone thing again. YouTube kind of changed the rules on that. I can understand why. I think they're getting something like 11 times the sum of human knowledge uploaded every second or something. Yeah, that's an exaggeration, but they're getting too much. So I can understand why they're doing it. You know, the whole thing might crash. But please help me get up to 1,000 subscribers by subscribing, tapping the bell to make sure you don't miss anything, and then you will have a chance of winning this, which is a very earthy indeed wand. It's got silver lace agate ball on one end and raw quartz point on the front with two little chips of celestite added there to give it an angel link to uplift it, because it is a very, very earthy energy. This is sycamore wood, which is pretty much the British version of maple. I believe we do get maple growing in Europe, but not round here anyway, I know that. But this is sycamore. It's kind of smaller trees, but other than that, it's just like maple. And this is a very, very wild-grained piece of it here. Okay, so massive earth energy and a definite link to the angels there, I feel. And it's up for grabs. A lucky subscriber is going to win this around about the end of April. That's when I'm planning to give it away. So subscribe now and don't miss your chance to win that. If that one goes, there are more subscriber giveaways coming. It'll always be something either made of crystals or wood and crystals together, because that's the way it tends to go. The last one was a clock. So there we are, back to it, and I'm going into the Rider-Waite deck now, and I'm asking for more clarity, please. More clarity for the month of May for the sign of Sagittarius in 2019. More clarity, please, for the month of May for the sign of Sagittarius in 2019. Please, more clarity for the sign of Sagittarius in the month of May 2019. Okay. And here we've got, goodness me, we've got the Two of Swords. Now we have the Two of Wands as the ending of the 3-card spread, which I shall just show you. We've got Sheep Lady, we've got Hare Man, and we have got Alice herself with the Two of Wands. So it does all end up in things being pulled in more than one direction, Sag. That is the way it is going. And that is the way life goes. So quite honestly, it's no bad thing. I always say, right, when my daughters complain about how much it's raining, no one knows how long we're going to live, but there is a finite number of rainy days that are going to happen in life. And every time we have one, that's one less. It's gone out of the way. So there's the two sides to things. As I say that, then we're looking at kind of a little bit of raining in the heart, I feel, sadly, particularly around matters of love, actually. Things not going the way they hope we will. But things do join up. Look, we've got the Hare in the Three of Wands there in the middle, and the Two of Wands here with Alice. And this actually has the trees blowing off to one side as well. It also has fairly straight clouds, look, but look, it's quite dark in the middle there. And so this card really is a significator for the whole month, is pointing me towards the duplicity of that, towards being pulled in two directions, Sag. And that is not a happy thing for Sagittarius to go through. It really isn't. I'm seeing the half moon here. This is going to be Actually, not too long into May, quite early May. I think it's about the first week in May that the moon reaches half full on her way up to full, and it's, I think, so just into the third week of May 2019 when we get the next full moon, which is going to be in Scorpio. So we're moving towards the sting in the tail. We're moving towards a general twisting around of things. Okay, I'm going to pull another tarot card, please, because that's kind of given us some clarity, but it's clarified us by letting us know that things are even going to be more mysterious. So let me shuffle and ask for even more clarity, please, for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of May 2019. For the month of May 2019, for the sign of Sagittarius, we're asking for some more clarity, please. Just one card to answer our questions about the month of May 2019 for the sign of Sagittarius. Here we go. Oh, now this is no bad thing. Here we go. And this links us right into many of the other readings. Well, the readings, I should say, for many of the other signs this month. Sagittarius, the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that hand coming out of the cloud. Beautiful green field. There is quite a heavy border around this field, but there's a clear way out. Okay, so if energy seems to be blocked and if things don't seem to be working out, remember that gate with the beautiful flowers growing all around it, with nature all around it. And that can be a gateway in the mind, Sagittarius. That's the way to look out into the future, visualize and believe as a positive thing. Because this is a bolt from the blue, it comes from nowhere. Why did I say a bolt from the blue? Because it isn't a painless thing as it comes in, I guess. That's what we're seeing here. This sheep lady, she knows stuff and she isn't telling us yet. Maybe she'll tell us when I get to know the deck a bit better. But right now, sheep lady is saying absolutely nothing. Maybe she's not a sheep, I don't know, but that's what she looks like to me. No offence, sheep lady. She is wearing a very unusual looking crown there, but she is very happy with that. It's an earthy crown, it's almost a copper crown, so it's taken us way back into ancient British folklore, ancient British history, myths and legends. Okay, truth is stranger than fiction. That's what sheep lady is really telling me. But the Ace of Pentacles goes so well with the Queen of Pentacles. And as this came out later in the reading, I'm saying we're going for gold, Sagittarius. We are actually moving towards better times here, no matter how awkward and tricky it might feel. No matter how much Mr. Hare looks at his watch, he can't change what's coming down the pike, or up the pike if you live in the north of northern Canada, or maybe Alaska. But anyway, it's coming up or down the pike, whatever. It's coming towards you, Sagittarius. But don't fuss, don't worry, because whatever it is, it's looking pretty good. Just, a lot to think about. Not the happiest transition through the month here, but Alice is hopeful. She's looking out. She knows good things can come, okay? And good things can always come. So, Sagittarius, thanks very much for watching. There'll be more astrology-linked tarot and psychic videos and oracle as well as we go through the month of May. But that is the general forecast for May. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, as I asked, by the way, because I really need to get up to 1,000 subscribers. So if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe and tap that bell, excuse me, so you don't miss anything. Meanwhile, have an absolutely great weekend of it, because this is coming out on the weekend. If you're watching in the future, just have a great day. That's what life's all about, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.